Right, and by you being from Boston, how'd you feel about the Celtics not having the ping pong ball going their way in the draft? Because in '97 they could have got Tim Duncan, but the ping pong ball didn't go their way that year neither.
Why you gotta bring that up?
Man, I just want to know: do you think Boston would ever not really relive the glory days of Russell, Bird, Parrish, but will Boston ever go to the playoffs and continue to grow?
Look, what it looks like right now, I'm probably going to be, old and gray by the time they do the right thing and really build this team right. But that's the thing. The thing is, this goes back to they had Len Bias die on them, Reggie Lewis die. This has been a lot of bad luck since Bird retired with the Celtics. And when we didn't get Tim Duncan, I mean, I was crushed. Then this year, I'm like, look, man, it was like a 38% chance for the 1 or the 2 pick. But what can you do, man? That's the rules of the NBA, where the ping pong ball bounces. What are you going to do? I mean, I don't see them being successful within the next decade.
Wow.
That's because they got to completely rebuild. And Paul Pierce is, and Jefferson is their 2 best players, but Paul Pierce is going to start getting a little bit older, and he'll just have a few more years, and then what do you do?
Yeah, what can you do? So Danny Ainge, if you're listening, rebuild the Celtics because Danny Wood wants to see a winner represent from the Beantown.
But I got nothing to complain about. We got the Red Sox and we got the Patriots, so believe me, I ain't got nothing to complain about.
Right, and look on the bright side. I got the Patriots as my lock to win the Super Bowl this year. I mean, Brady the Moss all day long.
It's looking good. It's looking good. I mean, Boston, is one of the best sports towns in the country, so I got nothing to complain about at all.
Right, so basically, like up in Boston, it's like the Yankees and Red Sox series. It's like you either a Yankees fan or you're a Mets fan, as opposed to like it's kind of like down south where Carolina and Duke is like the big rivalry.
Yeah, I mean the Red Sox Yankees is like the most intense rivalry that I've ever seen. I have one friend down here in Miami who he grew up in New York, and he's a Yankees fan, and me and him go at it. And this year they really stink, so I'm enjoying it.
Yeah, I am too. I just don't like the Yankees. I mean, I couldn't play for Steinbrenner because, no facial hair, and Roger Clemens he starts in AAA ball and gets to take breaks. I'm like, shoot.
You could play for the right price.
Yeah.
I'll shave anything if for the right price, if how much money as they make, you know what I mean? But I know what you're saying. It's like I think their philosophy, even though the Red Sox are not far behind, but their philosophy has backfired on them, because when they were winning World Series in the 90s up to 2000, they always had them hard-nosed, tough role players. And now it just seems like everyone on the team is a superstar, and it's backfired for them. I mean, the Red Sox still have them guys on there that are like role players, and definitely still there's a definite camaraderie you see with them. But the Yankees, I think their philosophy of spending has just kind of backfired on them in the past few years.
Right, definitely. And I know, like, when the Patriots dynasty was coming about, when the Patriots won their first Super Bowl, I know you guys are like, thank God we don't have to remember that we was on the wrong side of the Super Bowl shuffle.
Oh yeah. That's in '86 was not good. That was not good. But now it's like they got 3 Super Bowls, so that's all forgotten.
Yeah, that's definitely long gone and will be seen on NFL films along with the frozen tundra in the fall game.
True.
Now, explain to me the whole bands reunited thing on VH1.
Well, basically, it's the whole thing with the New Kids on the Block is we haven't done anything together. Yet, so for me, when anyone comes to me, saying, do you want to do this TV show about the group or whatever, I always say no. Because if we're going to do anything together, it's going to be on our own terms and in our own control. So I've gotten a lot of negative feedback from a lot of the fans, like, why didn't you do that? But there's a couple things. First of all, like, me and Donnie have always had, like, a pact that, look, we won't do anything like that, you know, unless we're going to do it together.
Right.
And that's number one. And Joe, too, like, I talked to Joe about that. Then also, Bands Reunited, if you look at some of the bands that are on that show,
they were kind of like C-list.
C-list. D, E, F list. I mean, they had the Flock of Seagulls on there. That dude, the drummer in Flock of Seagulls, was the electrician at my house here in Miami.
For real?
Yeah.
Wow. Falling on hard times. Where are they now?
Well, he's doing all right. He got his own little business. He's all right. But it's like, what do you expect? They only had a few hits, so that show, I never wanted to be classified with those groups on that show. That's bottom line.
Right, and definitely hearing it from you, great move, because I know Jordan and John said yes to it, but you, Donnie, and Joe all declined to do it, and come to think about it, great move. Now, I know all the fans out there, no, before I go into that, I've heard, you can correct me on this, I had heard that back in 99 at the MTV VMAs, this was back during the teen pop phenomenon, the second generation was big, that they were trying to get you guys to perform at that show.
Yeah, they were.
What happened with that?
I don't know. I don't know what happened. I said yes. I think mostly everyone in the group said yes. And I think what happened is by the time they got everything starting to get towards being organized, what we were going to do, it was too late. It's really hard with the five of us, with families, work, everyone doing different stuff, to get everybody on the same page.
Right.
And it was, when they first contacted us, it was like 2 weeks or 3 weeks until the show. So it was already late in the game. But I honestly don't remember what the final thing was to not do it. All I heard from someone, we're not doing it. And we didn't do it.
Right. Now, I know all the fans wants to know this. Would there ever be a chance that New Kids would basically do like one night only performance for all five or something? Because I know the international fans and the fans over here, they just want to see you guys one last time and just close that book and be like, bam, we did it.
Well, I think if we're going to do it, there would have to be a larger plan than a one night only. I think we would want to do it where we really give the fans what they deserve, which would be probably like re-recording the songs, maybe doing a few new songs. Maybe it's a Vegas thing, maybe it's a world tour, something. But for us, I think there would have to be, a plan, someone to help us implement the plan, like a heavy hitter in the music business to implement the plan and do it that way. I don't see any other way we'll get back together.
Right.
Otherwise.
Right, because if you guys were to get back together, I'm telling you, if you guys were to go on a tour, tell you, packed house, because you guys still have a hardcore fan base out there.
Yeah, I mean, it exists. It's there. It's there for the taking. It's just a matter of, when you got five guys, like I said earlier, all doing different things, it's a matter of getting, somebody to really organize it and to be the point man to make it real. And that's just at this moment there's nothing. It's not happening. I haven't got any calls about anything like that. So at this moment it's not happening. But I'll be the first one to say yeah. I'll be the first one to definitely say I'd do it.